Hey everyone, and welcome back. So got some news updates today. Not too much, well, enough for a video, that's for sure. First off, actually, so we got, let's see, one thing from Synapse, which I'm going to get to in just, actually it's the first thing I'm going to cover. A couple of early announcements from early. They're actually coming up, but I don't have too many details at the moment, from Kino. And then we have the rest of the Severin titles that will be out on the Black Friday sale. Oh my God, that's a week away. You know, they're going to have 10 titles, new titles that are going to be available that day. So we already have the previous 5, and now we're going to have the last 5. So I'll get to those last, basically. So the first thing I'm going to get to from Synapse. So for those of you, most of you know, obviously we finally got a new release of the movie Trick or Treat, the one from 1986, from Redshirt Pictures, released through Synapse. It was obviously a limited edition, had 3 different covers that you could choose from and all of that. It sold out so quickly that they actually they upped the release date of the standard edition for it. Now usually Synapse plays the game where, like, if they have a new release, especially if it's in like a special packaging or steelbook or something, and someone asks about the standard edition, they always say, oh, we have no plans at this moment. They always release the standard edition. Now I will say though, depending on the film, it can be a long time. It can be almost a year before the standard edition it gets released. But in this case, because this sold out so quickly, they're actually coming out with the standard edition early. So if you missed out on the limited edition, I mean, really, you're only missing out on, again, the deluxe packaging, the book, the mini poster, and the soundtrack. I believe the soundtrack is not included in the standard release. But the standard release is set for March 11th. Now, as far as I might be wrong about this, but as far as I can tell, it's a 4K release, which I think is only a 4K release. There's no included Blu-ray. Then a separate Blu-ray release. And believe it or not, a DVD release. Not kidding. Been a while since I've seen that. So the nice thing, obviously, with the 4K release, all the extras are on the 4K disc. And as far as the discs go in these sets, they're the same. You're not missing out on all those extras, just those outside bits. Again, the deluxe packaging, the poster, the book. You just don't get, and the soundtrack, I believe. I don't think you get the soundtrack. Now, in the case of both the 4K release and the Blu-ray release, the first pressing will actually have something special. It will actually have a special slip cover, which you can see here, of the original one-sheet artwork, which definitely looks cool. First pressing only, and then going forward, it's only going to be just the regular, without the slip cover. And again, this is a standard release, which means at least eventually, you should be able to get it from most places. So the 4K disc release is going to retail for $44.95. Again, should come down at least from, certain stores, before release. The Blu-ray only release is $34.99. And again, that Blu-ray release has the movie with all the extras as well. The extras on the disc, I mean. And then finally, if you're interested, there's a DVD release. Now, the DVD only has the movie on it. It has no extras on it, just the movie. Retailing for $19.95. And all 3 discs are region free. So, I mean, 4K, again, 95% of the time is region free, but specifically the Blu-ray and the DVD are both region free. So it doesn't matter where you live. Again, for those of you outside of, North America, you may have to import it, but at least you can, and you don't have to worry about region locking. Now, I was originally going to do a review of this, and maybe I probably will, maybe at some point if you guys want. I was kind of late, even after I got it. Actually, as long as I've been waiting for it, I wasn't able to watch it right away. But I'll just tell you at least up front, it's a fantastic release. I was really, really impressed. So do I still need to do a review? It's basically my thoughts. I might. I don't know. I'll think about it. I will say, though, for sure, when I do my top 10 favorite releases of the year, it will be somewhere in that top 10. So again, for those of you who missed out on the limited edition release of Trick or Treat, or just wanted to wait until the standard release, now you can, again, set for March 11th. And before we get to the final 5 Severin titles for Black Friday, there are a couple of Kino titles that are set, actually coming up very soon, but I don't have any of the further details, but I'm just going to tell you at least what a couple of them are. So coming February 18th, we're actually going to get a 4K release of Uncle Buck, which I'm excited. I love that film, and it does have a new transfer in HDR, Dolby Vision. Again, just waiting on further details with that one. And also on February 18th, we're getting the movie Crawl Space, the one from 1987, starring Klaus Kinski. It's part of their Kino cult line. It's going to be number 26 I believe that's Blu-ray only though, so I want to give you a heads up on that. And then coming February 25th is a 4K release of the movie Silent Scream from 1979. And also on February 25th, a new 4K release of Graveyard Shift, the film from 1990, which we previously got Scream Factory, right? Did they put out the Blu-ray a little while ago? Actually, I think they put out the Blu-ray for Crawl Space as well. I forget who put out Silent Scream. Wasn't it like Scorpion or something? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I wanted to mention those. Again, no further details just yet. Just basically have the titles and the release date. But considering they are coming out in February, I assume we'll get details soon. But definitely worth mentioning. And now we get to the 5 remaining Severin titles that are coming a week from today, at least when I'm recording it, hopefully when I upload it, which obviously is their big Black Friday sale where they have 10 new titles, which is amazing. They have 10 coming. A little bit of a mix between a 4K and a Blu-ray. In fact, let me just mention the first 5 real quick. So the first title was 4K of Delicatessen. Title number 2 is 4K of the movie Eaten Alive. The number 3 is a 4K release of Rats, Night of Terror. Absolutely love that. Title number 4 is a 4K release of Slave of the Cannibal God. So we're getting a couple more cannibal films coming. And then finally, release number 5 is, of course, Hell of the Living Dead in 4K as well. So many Bruno Mattei films coming to 4K, which I'm very happy about. So now we move on to the final 5. So title number 6 is Last Cannibal World. So we got a new cannibal film. It's going to be a 4K release with included Blu-ray. And unlike some of the other ones where the Blu-ray was region A locked, this one will actually be region free. And I believe some of these extras are ported over from a previous release, but I'm glad they're here. So we have a commentary track with director Ruggero Deodato, which I'm glad is on here. And I think we're getting Cannibal Holocaust in 4K next year, but I think it's going to be from Grindhouse releasing. But anyway, moving on. The commentary track is going to be on the 4K disc and also just the trailer. Then the rest of the extras are on the Blu-ray will have the film, plus a commentary track, trailer and TV spot, but also Jungle Fever, interview with assistant director Lamberto Bava, The Queen of the Cannibals, interview with actress Mimi Lai, Man Eat Man, interview with actor Massimo Foschi, archival interview with actor Ivan Rasimov, and a trailer and TV spot. So another Italian film I'm looking forward to. Now, getting to title number 7, I believe this is Blu-ray only, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Blu-ray only is the movie Thong Girls, which is a Jess Franco film from 1983, and this one, it looks like it is going to be region free as well. So it has a commentary track with Franco-Mania's John Dixon and William Morris, Jess Franco's Naked City, interview with Stephen Thrower, author of Flowers of Perversion, the delirious cinema of Jesus Franco, and then finally In the Land of Franco, part 11. Not sure where 1 and through 10 are. Maybe they're on previous releases. I don't know. Anyway, so that was title number 7. And moving right along to title number 8 is a 4K release of the movie Night Train Murders from 1974. I think if I remember correctly, I think this got when it got released here in the States, I think at the time, I think they actually billed it as like a sequel to Last House on the Left, which it's not, but I don't know. If I remember correctly, I think that's, I think they try to market it that way. Obviously, it's an Italian film. Again, 4K release with included Blu-ray and the soundtrack CD. And unfortunately, the Blu-ray is region A locked. Okay, so the 4K disc is going to have 2 commentary tracks. First one with director Aldo Lado, moderated by Freakorama's Federico Cadillo, and a commentary track with Ultraviolet Magazine's Art Edinger and Cinema Arcana's Bruce Holchek, as well as the trailer. And then the Blu-ray obviously has the film with the 2 commentary tracks, and Hear My Train a Common, interview with director Aldo Lado, The Veiled Lady, interview with actress Maca Maril, Back on the Train, interview with actor Gianfranco De Grassi, Train in Vain, interview with actress Irene Miracle, Night Train Murders, and Sadian Women, Power, Pleasure, and the Subversion of Morality, a video essay by Kat Ellinger, author of Daughters of Darkness, as well as the trailer, and again, also the CD soundtrack. So I'm glad that's getting a new release, because that's been out of print for a long time. Blue Underground put that out originally, or was it somebody else? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Getting a new 4K release of it, so that is definitely exciting. So let's move on. We got 2 left. Title number 9 is the movie Antiviral, the more recent film by Brandon Cronenberg, the son of David Cronenberg. And this is going to be a 3-disc set. So it's going to be have a 4K disc and then 2 Blu-rays. So one Blu-ray will have the movie, a bunch of extras. And then the second Blu-ray, well, actually, what? I'm just going to get to it in just a second. Let's just kind of let me double check something real quick. Yes, as far as I know, the included Blu-rays are region-free. So, 4K disc will have a commentary track. So, there's a commentary by writer-director Brandon Cronenberg and director of photography Karim Hussein, as well as the trailer. And then the first Blu-ray has the film with the commentary track, as well as Broken Tulips, a short film by Brandon Cronenberg, Anatomy of a Virus, a making-of featurette, Reviving a Dead Cell. Brandon Cronenberg and Karim Hussein discuss the restoration. Brandon Cronenberg, a first-time director's vision, deleted scenes with optional commentary by Cronenberg and Hussein, first meeting with actors Caleb Landry Jones and Sarah Gaden, the design of Antiviral, interview with production designer Arvinder Graywal, manufacturing celebrity and EPK with cast and crew interviews, as well as the trailer, and then finally the third disc in the set, but the second Blu-ray, depending on how you want to look at it, has a different cut of the film. It has the Cannes cut, or Cannes cut. You know what? I'm from Chicago. Cannes cut. It's going to be the Cannes cut. Sorry. So it has the Cannes cut on it. Has an introduction to the cut by Brandon Cronenberg and Karim Hussein as well as an FLIR P660 thermal camera test, which is cool. Actually, I'm glad they're doing. I kind of wish more releases had that kind of thing. So yeah, more recent film coming. I wanted to see this. Obviously, because it's, Cronenberg's son, for crying out loud. I've heard it's good, but I haven't seen it yet. So if you've seen it, definitely let me know how it is. And then finally, title number 10 is a Blu-ray release of the movie The Mask of Satan from Lamberto Bava. And luckily, this is also going to be region-free. Again, Blu-ray only release and is going to be region-free. It just has a couple of extras, including The Curse of the Mask, interview with director Lamberto Bava, Una Americana Aroma, interview with actress Mary Sellers, Sabina the Teenage Witch, interview with actress Deborah Capriaglio. Hope I pronounced that okay. And that is it. So those are the final 5 titles. So again, there are 10 total, and they will all be up for order during the Black Friday sale, which I believe goes live at midnight on Friday, which technically is Thursday night, but I will double check that just to make sure. And one thing I do want to mention real quick, just because I got an email on it, so I figured I'd mention it, although I think they're posting about it elsewhere. Vinegar Syndrome's website is going to shut down on Monday, the 15th, or the 25th, not the 15th. I'm sorry, the 25th. As they prep for their Black Friday sale and everything, which that one I do know goes live at midnight Thursday, 12 a.m. Friday. It's Thursday night, basically. Midnight Eastern time, so I'm on Central time, so obviously means 11 o'clock, or 11:01. I think it's technically that. And we should then find out what those secret titles are as well. Obviously, I'll get to that next week. So yeah, that is everything for this update. So a lot of good stuff coming. And a lot of stuff to spend money on, which I should not be doing. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on all these announcements. And let's get ready for Black Friday, only a week away. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.